Okay, this is lesson 81 of advanced math, and this lesson is about the law of cosines. So we've been working with triangles for a while now, and we know we can find unknown parts in a triangle if it's right by using the Pythagorean theorem, by using the sine, the cosine, the tangent. We've done that a good bit. We learned one new principle we could use when we don't have a right triangle, and that was the law of sines, and I want to review it first. The law of sines we've been working with for a little bit here, and it says that there are, in a triangle, right or not, in a triangle, there are three ratios that have to be equal, and they are the one side, A, divided by the sine of the angle opposite it, the second side, B, divided by the sine of the angle opposite it, and the third side, C, divided by the sine of the angle opposite it. So we've been using this. If I know angle A and I know the side opposite it, I can calculate this ratio, and that ratio has to be maintained with the other two sides, sets of sides and angles. This works if we know a pair. If we don't know one of these pairs, then we can't use the law of sines. So for example, in this triangle here, I've got an angle of 36 degrees right there, and the side opposite it, I don't know. I have a side of 7, and the angle opposite it, I don't know. And I have a side of 10, and the angle opposite it, I don't know. So in this triangle, I can't find those missing pieces using the law of sines because I don't have a pair. I can't use Pythagorean theorem and just the sine, cosine, and tangent because it's not a right triangle. So now I'm going to introduce you to another principle that we can use here, and it's called the law of cosines. The law of cosines is as stated. P is equal to, I said that wrong. P squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times the cosine of P. So this says that one side squared is equal to the sum of the other two sides squared minus 2 times the other two sides times the cosine of the angle opposite our original side. So in this example, that means, so these two are my pair, this side and this angle. And in this case, I'm going to use, I could do any of them, but I'm going to use 36 as my angle and x as my side. So that means x squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. X squared is equal to 7 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 times 7 times 10 times the cosine of 36 degrees. The two sides make up the angle. So that means x squared is equal to 7 times 7 is 49 plus 10 times 10 is 100 minus 140 times, I'll get my calculator here, turn on, 36 cosine 36. Enter. I get, oh, Haley.
Is it in radians? Hit mode. And go down.
Should start over.
Okay.
Cosine 36. Enter. I get 0.809, and I multiply that by 140, and I get 11326, and I make him negative. And I add 100, and I add 49, and I get x squared is equal to 35.74. So then 35.74.
Hit the second button, and then X squared.
35.74. Enter. So that means x equals 5.98. So I now know that this side is 5.98. I now have a pair. I have a side and an angle opposite, so I can get my law of sines ratio. So that means 5.98 over the sine of 36 has to equal to 7 over the sine of m. So I cross multiply, I get 5.98 times the sine of m equals 7 times the sine of 36. Divide by 5.98. I get the sine of m is equal to 7 times the sine of 36 divided by 5.98. So let's see if we can do this. 36 sine.
Yeah, do that.
I always do it backwards. My calculator's backwards. Close times 7 equals divided by 5.98 equals. So this is 0.688. So that means m is the inverse sine of 0.688. So m is 43.47 degrees. So I now have a second angle here. So y is going to have to be, because we remember there's 180 degrees in every triangle, is going to be 180 minus 36 minus 43.47. So y is going to be 180 minus 36 minus 43.47 equals 100.53 degrees. Okay, thank you.